You know what's funny? I pushed myself hard today. I woke up today and I said, I'm going to do something different, something that I haven't done before. Something I'm going to take action. I'm going to try something different. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know the how, I didn't know the what, but I got up and I did something different. And about a year or so ago, I was talking about upper limits and stretching yourself, stop sabotaging yourself. And what's so interesting is part of upper limit and how you know whether or not you're reaching your upper limit is when you try to go past it, something always pulls you back. And today, for some reason, I felt myself becoming sick, like coming down with a cold or something. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, what is this about? Because I just don't even understand. I'm on vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking care of myself, you know, um, and I feel myself coming down with a cold. And I'm like, because I'm stretching, because I'm actually taking some action, stuff that I've never tried to do before, and putting myself out there. My body is saying, wait a second, this is on territory we ain't used to. Are you really ready for that? You know, and I'm here to say I am. I'm here to say that, I'm ready to go to my next level. I'm ready to take that next step, up. And unfortunately, sometimes when you're trying to go to another level, you're going to come against obstacles. And you got to understand that that's just a part of what it is. You know how they say, I took 2 steps forward and 3 steps back? There's a reason for that. Because there's no growth. There's no growth when things are too easy. You know what I mean? I believe the benefit of going through something, trying, is going through the pain, because you can appreciate the blessing on the other side. So I just wanted to come on and, say, keep going. Don't stop. You know, I did some crazy, when I tell you I did some crazy stuff today, I did some crazy stuff. I did some, like, silly, embarrassing. I'm working on accepting rejection, and in order for you to accept rejection, you have to put yourself out there to be rejected. So I actually, because I'm working on my business, um, trying to get some different types of clientele, I actually reached out to ex former employer. And the conversation was great because I got a lot of data from it. And even though they don't need me, I didn't even ask. I just wanted to get a feeling for, where we at. Um, but, right now they don't need me for any type of consulting work or anything. But yesterday, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? I left it 3 years ago. That's not something that I would have done. But today I was like, you know what? I put a feeler out there. I got some data. I got, what are corporations looking for? What will they pay for? Um, and so I learned some things. I spoke to some people who work 9 to 5s and have side hustles. And, I see that that their struggle a lot of times isn't, clients. It isn't marketing. It isn't, um, the things that you think it is. The struggle comes with believing in yourself. The struggle comes with, um, confidence. The struggle comes with fear. The struggle comes with sabotage. Not thinking that you're good enough to sustain a busy practice, or busy business or whatever. Um, being overwhelmed by too many too many clients or customers. That's the struggle. But that comes with, I'm used to failure. I'm not used to success, and success scares me. That's what we don't think about a lot. And that's where that upper limit comes from. So I just wanted to step on here because I just feel myself becoming a new person. And I think that in order for me to get to my next level, I have to be a new person. Not saying that I'm fake or anything like that. I'm just saying that I'm becoming more who I am, and accepting who I am. And so to me, that looks new, because I think I was always trying to do the people pleasing and all that stuff that comes with that. But that also means that to other people, I'm being new, or how they say brand new. So they're not gonna recognize this version of me. Sometimes I don't even recognize this version of me. But if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Um, you know, I love testing. That's one thing I can say. As far as marketing and stuff, I love testing. I love seeing what works, what doesn't work. I love, I love being able to help people. I love when people, they like, I thank you, I needed that. I appreciate that. Y'all don't even understand, because that motivates me, and it keeps me going, you know, um, because I know that is a gift for me to be able to look at someone and dig down to the root of their issues and understand what's going on with them. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know what the real issue is. They look in surface level, and unfortunately, you'll never find the answer if you're only looking at the surface. So I appreciate all of y'all, and I just wanted to come on here and say that. Thank you.